In today's episode of our Photoshop tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the entire workflow on how I designed this creative birthday flyer using Adobe Photoshop. If this is your first time on my channel, tap on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any new updates. Now let's get into business. So I have here my Adobe Photoshop. Alright, now head over to your file tab, click on New, and then you're going to use the 9 by 10 in the inches. Alright, and then we are going to leave the resolution at 300. The color mode, we are going to use it on social media. It's not going to go print text, so we are going to maintain the RGB color, and then I'm going to click on the create button. Alright, so the next thing to do is to create a solid background color. So first come here, click on this guy, and then click on solid color. Good. Okay, so let's use his color 0B000F. Right, now I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to create a new layer on top of that, and I'm going to grab my brush tool. Right, make sure I select the soft round brush, and I'm going to change the foreground color, sample the background color here, but then move it to the top like this. So this is the color code DB00FF, right? Then I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to increase the size of my brush. Alright, so I'm going to pay for this, and I'm going to apply it here, right in the middle. Okay, so the next I'm going to do is to put a new layer on top of that as well. And I change the foreground color. Let's move it to the side. I think this is okay, and this is the color code that we are using. I'm going to click on OK, grab my brush tool, and then decrease the size. Alright, so this is okay for me, and I'm going to apply it here like this. Good. Now head over to your folder, the design resources. Alright, and then we have this image here that we are going to use. So I'm going to drag and run this flower here, and then tap on this guy. Now head over to the select tab, and then click on subjects, and come here and add a layer mask. Alright, good. Now grab your polygonal lasso tool like this, and let's get rid of this area within the sparks. On the keyboard, press on the delete key. Alright, let's click on it and then click on deselect. Let's come here and also get rid of this on green thing here. You also don't want that. Okay, so delete, right click, deselect. Good. We now have to make sure that I put this right in the middle. Okay, so this is okay for me. Another next I'm going to be is to rasterize the image, and then head over to the filter tab, and then click on blur, and then motion blur. Okay, now I'm going to click on OK. Now head over to the image tab, click on adjustments, and then click on hue and saturation. Let's see. Alright, so I think this is okay for me. Then I'm going to click on OK. Alright, so now what I'm going to do next is to group all of these layers, drag it to the folder icon here. Alright, and I'm going to right click on it and then give it a color. So we are going to give it the red color, and this is going to help us to know that okay, so this is the background. Right, instead of renaming it as background, you can also use the color. You can also allocate colors to your layers. Right, alright, now head over to our folder, and we'll drag and drop this image right here, which is our subjects. Click on this guy, and I'm going to head over to the select tab, and then click on subjects. Now let's wait for the subject to be selected. Now I'm going to add a layer mask to get rid of the background. Then I'm going to adjust it this way. Okay, so I think this is okay for me. And let's click on this guy. Now next I'm going to do is to bring in our shape. Alright, so the ellipse tool, then draw a perfect circle Good. Now you're going to change the color to this. Okay, so this is okay. Now the color code that we are using. Click on OK. Going to put it right here. Now head over to the filter tab, click on blur, and then click on the Gaussian blur. Okay, so let's convert to smart objects. So I think 18.0 pixels as the radius. It's good. Now I'm going to click on OK. Now select the image, and then on your keyboard press on Ctrl+J to make a duplicate. Press on Ctrl+C to transform. Right click on it and then click on the flick horizontal. Then adjust it like this. Click on this guy and then move the layer up. Okay, so next can place the shape. Alright, okay. Alright, so I think this is okay for me. And the next thing I'm going to do is to add our first text. So I'm going to grab the text tool and then draw a text box like this. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to use the default text Adobe Photoshop, but you can go ahead and then use on the birthday wish that you want to use for the person. So I think this is okay for me. Now, like I said, you need to put the birthday wish here or any message that you want to add there, but I am using the default text in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so now let's go ahead and then bring in our last resource. And everything we're seeing on the screen, every resource that you're seeing on the screen, these are all resources that are being added to the graphic design resource pack. I promise you that as time goes on, I'll be adding more and more resources. So all these beautiful resources left you are seeing are right in the ultimate graphic design resource pack, and I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video, and then I'll also pin it in the comment section so that you can buy your ultimate graphic design resource pack, but I'm not going to leave the resources separately in this video. So I have this zip resource here that I'm going to drag and drop. Okay, click on this guy. Now let's rasterize it. First, grab our magic wizard tool and then get rid of the white area. Good. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to position it very well, adjust it or some good of this guy, and then this is what I'm going to do. So go to selector, click on the subject, now come here and add a layer mask. Alright, so you need to adjust it very well. This is good for me. Alright, so the next I'm going to do is to, and let's group these layers as well. Alright, and I'm going to drag it to the folder icon, right click on it, and then give it a yellow color. Alright, great. And the next I'm going to do is to create a new layer on top of that. So this is the new layer, and then grab my pen tool, alright, and then restart to draw. So like this, it should be right on top of the zip resource. Okay, and then you also need to take your time with the drawing. Good. Now I'm going to close it from this side. And I'm going to move it right below the zip file like this. Good. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the color. Right, let's sample the background color, but this time now let's make it a bit more darker. This is okay for me. 09000C. Right, 09000C. Click on OK. And then right on top of the shape that you just drew with our pen tool, I'm going to put a new layer on top of it. Right click on it and then click on create clipboard mask. Now we are going to use the same fold down color here, which is DD. 86FT. Alright, click on OK. Then I'm going to grab my brush tool and then decrease the size to and apply it here. Okay. Good. Awesome. Alright, so head over to your opacity and then redo the opacity. Alright, so this is good. Now I'm going to add my next text. So I'll grab my text tool and then add my next text. Let's increase the size to 24 and I'm going to add my text. Now I'm going to add my next text to rehouse. And now you're going to change the color at the text. So this is the color code C6FAE3. Then click on OK. Good. Now I'm going to put it right here. Increase the size. Okay. Click on this guy. Awesome. Now I'm going to add my last text and then we wrap up with the video. Alright. So grab my text tool and then draw a text box like this. Now that we have our creative flyer, you can be very beautiful. Now you find this video helpful, click on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon so that anytime I drop my video you don't miss it. Until I come here with another video, I'm out.